Hey guys, today I want to talk about how to call your SwiftUI View on Obj-C codebase. So basically there's no direct way to call your SwiftUI View on Obj-C codebase. So we will have to write some Swift extension for your Obj-C view controller, and then we will be invoking that function to display your SwiftUI view using UI hosting controller. So yeah, let's get on to it. So we're gonna start with the making this app right here, and then we're going to name it SwiftUI Obj-C, and then check this language as Objective-C and interface as a storyboard. And we're not going to be using core data or like a test, so we can just hit next. And then you can create wherever you want, and there you go. So what we want to do first is that we're going to open up the second window right here, and then open up main.storyboard, and then viewcontroller.m file. Oh, let's give it like this. Oh, why are you not working? Yep, there you go. And then we are going to add one button here. Oh, there you go. Filled button somewhere in here in the center. And then from here, we're going to press and hold Control, and then click onto this one, and then we're going to insert action right below view the load, and then we can just give it a name, button tapped. And then now we can see that this IB action button tab is linked with the button here. And now we're not going to use this, so let's close this out. And then this is where we are going to call Swift extension. And in order to do some Swift extension on this one, we will have to get some Swift file here, right? So we're gonna hit Command and N, do Swift file, and let's say view controller extension, and then we're gonna create it. And now this is the important part. We're gonna let it create this like a bridging header. It's gonna be a lot more useful later down the road. So let's just give it a go, and there you go. All right, now we're going to write add Obj-C extension of a view controller. So this view controller refers to this one right here at interface, but right now the Swift doesn't really know about this like a view controller, and we need to specify that what file we're going to refer to in this bridging header, and we can actually get this import viewcontroller.h. So whatever this view controller is defined on that header, and we're going to just paste it here. And now this viewcontroller.h is exposed to viewcontroller extension right here, and now it doesn't complain anymore. Now we can just write some function to this viewcontroller class, and let's say func display Swift UI wrapper. And then this is where we're going to be doing that present logic. And before we move on to this one, let's write ourselves very small and simple SwiftUI view. So we need to do imports SwiftUI, and then struct SwiftUI View for body. Let's let it autocomplete, and then let's give it a VStack and some text and button to dismiss it. in order to do some dismiss logic, we have to get some environment object, add environment, dismiss, var, dismiss. And now we can just call this function, and then it'll just dismiss itself. And then restack, let's give it a text, something unique that we know this is a SwiftUI view. And let's say this is a SwiftUI view. Along with the button, self.dismiss. Then let's give it a text label of this is dismiss the view, like so. Okay, so like I said, this is where displaying SwiftUI View functionality is getting called, right? And in order to do this, we need to make another hosting view, and let's just call it VC. Oh no, hosting VC equals UI hosting controller with the root view as the SwiftUI view that we just made. And then we can just say self.present, and then we can just give it hosting VC with animation as true. And then let's pull it as a full screen cover. Hosting VC dot modal presentation style. As you can see, you can use a lot of different ones, say like a non-over full screen, automatic, and some page sheet like a pop-up or something like that. But right now we want this to be like a full screen cover, so we're gonna give it a full screen. And let's see. Let's go back to view controller. Yeah, I almost forgot. Yeah, we since we need to like do something from this action block right here, we need to call it, right? And then we're gonna do open close square bracket self, and what did I call this? Display SwiftUI wrapper. Oh yeah, it doesn't understand this one at the moment because I forgot to import the header as well. What we can do right now is that we can just click on this bridging header, click it one more time, then it'll go to renaming mode. We can just Command C, go back to our view controller code, and then we can just do this, and then remove this bridging dash header, and then replace it with Swift. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be lowercase or uppercase, but Swift.h, and this will expose this Swift extension to view controller class right here, and self display SwiftUI wrapper. Now it's exposed. All right, now let's give it a compile and let's see what happens. Oh yeah, forgot. Oh, Obj-C. Why do you have to be so thorough? Anyway, so now it is working, and let's tap on this button. And there you go. This is a SwiftUI view, and we can easily dismiss this view by just tapping on this one. There you go. All right, that was it. It was pretty simple and pretty quick. And if you happen to be like working on some of the Objective-C legacy code, and you have to implement something in SwiftUI or maybe other UIKit like a code base, I hope my tutorial on how to call this kind of like a Swift extension or SwiftUI view on Objective-C was helpful. Always constructive feedback are always welcomed, and please like and subscribe. And if you want me to like cover some different topic or anything, please let me know. All right, I'll see you next time then. Bye.